Hi, this is Pauline from Not Fast Fashion. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I make one of these daisy leaves for my fluffy daisy pattern. So before we get started, let's take a look at the characteristics of this leaf. There are 4 points on each side and 1 point on top, and it's slightly asymmetrical, which makes it a semi-complicated pattern, but if you have the provided chart and written directions in addition to this video, you should be good to go. So let's get on to materials. You'll need 10 inches of 22 gauge wire folded in half, a 6mm hook, and weight 6 blanket yarn to make a leaf. So we're going to start with chain 10. So I'm going to create a slip knot right here, insert a hook, and we're going to work 10 chains. Here's our 10 chains. You can kind of count them by feeling each stitch for the V. And now we're going to start the slightly tricky part, so crocheting around this wire. So what we're going to do is insert our wire into the first chain from our hook, and we're going to slip stitch into the second chain from our hook. So going around the wire, yarning over, and pulling that yarn through our active loop. So that attaches our wire to our yarn, and we're going to be working around this wire as we crochet. Each stitch will be worked into the next stitch unless otherwise indicated. So we're going to start with our single crochet, then half double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch into the second chain from our hook to form the first point of our leaf. So your work should look like this so far. Next, we're going to single crochet, double crochet, then we're going to chain 1 and slip stitch into the top of our double crochet. So we're inserting your hook right here through the leg of our double crochet, yarning over, then pulling through our double crochet, then pulling through our active loop. So this is what it should look like so far. Next, we're going to do the same thing we did with our first point. We're going to half double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2, slip stitch into the second chain from our hook. Single crochet. And if you're ever not sure if you're inserting into the right spot, you can kind of pull up on it. And then we're going to half double crochet. Chain 2. And then insert our hook into the second chain from the hook. So we've created our 4 points of this leaf so far. We're going to do one more single crochet, and then we're going to form the point at the top of our loop. So at this point, go ahead and pull your work down to align the folded edge with the top of our work. We're going to chain 2, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, And then into the other side of the same chain that you just single crocheted into, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch, making sure to work over our yarn tail on the other side. And then we're going to, so just as a reference point, this is where we're at. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to slip stitch into, again, the second chain from our hook. Alright, and then into our second chain, so not where it's attached but in the part after it, we're going to half double crochet. And then we're going to half double crochet again. Chain 2. Slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. Single crochet. Double crochet. Chain 1, and then slip stitch into the top of our double crochet, like so. Half double crochet. Chain 2, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. Single crochet. And then finish with 2 slip stitches. Alright, so this is what our leaf will look like. You can go ahead and adjust it a little bit. So again, we should have our 4 points on one side, the point at the top, and then 4 points down the other side. So it's roughly symmetrical, not exactly symmetrical. To finish off our leaf, what we're going to do is take our yarn tail and this loop right here, my bad, and we're going to put it over our 2 wires and then pull tight. Then we're going to now wind our yarn down for about maybe half a centimeter, or yeah, about half a centimeter, or about 1 centimeter or so. We're going to wind our yarn around a centimeter or so, and then we're going to start doing kind of a figure 8 to wrap it around the wires, so like so, just to kind of secure it in place. And then you're going to twist the wires around each other to hold that yarn in place. And then at this point you can just cut the yarn and the twisting should hold the yarn in place. So there we have it, our finished daisy leaf. If you like this tutorial, go ahead and you want to make the full daisy. If you like this tutorial and you want to make the full fluffy daisy pattern, you can get that down in the description below. I'm Pauline from Not Fast Fashion, and I hope you have a wonderful day.